Hello, and welcome to Mrs. Motormouth. My name is Chipher Robinson, and you find me here today on the windowsill of my apartment in Manhattan. I am 25 years old, and I am at a place in my life where I just didn't expect to be, and thought that I would be more comfortable in than I am. And I think I'm just kind of finally getting to a place where I'm just saying, fuck it, let's make it happen, you know? So hence this podcast. Hence the name. I've got a lot to say. And I've spent a lifetime trying to shut the fuck up, but hasn't quite panned out just yet, and I have just enough of an ego that I feel like I can sit before you today and feel that I'm important enough to be listened to. I think I'm the voice of this generation, and I think I was born too late to be a blogger, but just in time to have this podcast. And I moved to New York a year ago, or just about a year ago, and when I did, I watched Sex and the City for the first time, and literally changed my life. Literally, I think I'm constantly like, what would Carrie Bradshaw do? Especially now that I'm having a little bit of like a fashion journey, and I'm trying to like maybe not switch up my style, but like enhance this hoe. Yeah, she's just become a real icon. And she was a blogger. Well, I guess she wrote a column for a newspaper, so definitely too young, born way too late for that, for success in that. But yeah, now I'm fucking just like that. She has a podcast, so hey, Carrie Bradshaw would do exactly what I'm doing before you, except I am doing this real low budget, so sorry, but not really, because I am a working girl, 40 hours a week, baby. Making a job where I'm getting paid way less than I should. Whew, yeah, way less than I should. But I'm there, and it's a job. Pay the bills, and yeah, means to an end. That's what I'm really trying to say here. But yeah, so I don't really have the fucking time to do more than I am doing before you right now. But now I think I have the motivation, which brings the energy to do a little more. I think I'm ready for it. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing here today. I will definitely be bringing on friends to do interviews here and there, because I have really cool friends, and I actually love to brag about my friends. Love bragging about my friends. Any chance I can to bring up anything related to my friends, I'm bragging. I love talking about them. I love boasting about them, truly, because I just fortunately have really cool, loving people in my life that do cool shit. Way cooler than me. I feel cool just by association with them. Yeah, so I would like to bring them on, and then I don't know, see where this goes. I have very realistic expectations. If anything, maybe this will just be like a nice diary for myself, or therapy in between my actual therapy sessions. Which actually leads me into, I would like to talk about my anxieties that I've experienced this week. Okay, so I wrote it down because I knew I'd forget. Okay, first thing that's made me really anxious this week is I just learned about the Gen Z stare. And so I already told you I'm 25. Sometimes I think I get classified as a young millennial, And then sometimes I think I'm Gen Z. I really don't know. Or is it? I think there's an in between one. I'm not sure. But, anyways, I think I'm, well, hopefully. Lie to me if not. But should pass for Gen Z, right? I'm only 25. Uh, take take decent care of my skin. Pretty good, actually. I do. I don't smoke cigarettes. I have like 2 wrinkles. Oh my god. Oh, hopefully the mic didn't catch my stomach growled. I just got back from work. Like I literally got home from work and then I haven't even showered. I should shower. Um, and now I'm sitting before you, and I'm hungry. Really want spaghetti. That'd be fire. But we don't have Parmesan. Do you know nothing tastes as amazing as freshly grated Parmesan, especially on a red sauce pasta? Like, it is such a simple pleasure in this life, and yet one we take for granted. And so I invite you next time that you sit down and have your freshly made pasta with some red sauce, hopefully vodka if you are a sane person, and freshly grated Parmesan. Think of me and think about the little things and thank God, honestly, that you're alive today. How'd I get here? My stomach growled. What was I saying before? Oh, okay. I was talking about how old I am. Anyways, this week I just learned about the Gen Z stare, and I'm terrified. I'm so terrified, actually, because I work in retail. It's brutal, of course. It's retail. I've actually been saying that I feel like, fuck the police and everything and their fuck ass like flag. What's back the blue? That's what I'm looking for. The blue stripe, blue line. Um, Screw that. I think there really needs to be a flag and a pink line for retail workers because we really are the backbones of society. I mean, in this capitalistic society, and we're the ones making community and de-escalating, and I think I serve the community, especially consumers, obviously, more than anyone. The fuck do the police do? I'm next to the police station. What are these heifers doing? Having good AC, I'll tell you what. Oh my god, the other day was hot as shit. And I knew my job, like our AC is just old building jank. And I was walking past the precinct and they had their door open. Oh, crisp enough. I know they have to sit in jackets. That is bull fucking shit. Are you kidding me? All the money that these motherfuckers get. Oh, I have to carry around a handheld fan at my goddamn job, dude. Because I run hot. I'm that bitch with the electronic handheld fan, and I got a little sweat rag. Just oily as hell. Disgusting. Sticky. So, anyways, I just learned about the Gen Z stare, and I deal with gym pop, so that's a little scary. And now that I know that there's this criticism about a stare, I am terrified someone is either going to say it to my face. Truly, that's the scariest part. Film about me later, and oh, fuck me, that goes viral, and what do you know? It's me. I'm the bitch doing the Gen Z stare. Oh my god. And like, there's even debates. See, that's the thing. When you are at the cusp, okay, of 2 generations, you hear both sides loud and clear, and you feel for both sides. Like, I get why millennials and Gen Z are like beefing about this right now, and Gen Z, like, but I am gonna have to kind of side with the millennials. Respect your elders on this topic, because, well, one, when I learned, because they were like, that's not even what we're talking about, and Gen Z's like, what if you just have a terrible customer and all you have to do is stare? But I have to side with the millennials because they when I learned what they were talking about and what the stare actually meant, um, yeah, they're fucking right, dude. I mean, literally, I'll name drop. I'm not afraid. I went into this a few months ago, to be fair, but I my boyfriend wanted jeans, and he wanted to go to famous, so we went in there. And first of all, I don't know who's working. There's like 6 people around the counter just chit chatting. If they stared, well, I wouldn't know because it felt like they barely acknowledged. Okay, and they didn't even. We were in there at least 10 minutes, probably longer, probably 15. I sat down at one point, so probably 20. Yeah, and my boyfriend's looking at everything. Not that there's much to look at, but he's looking at all of it, and he's thinking about it, and he's like looking at the denim and whatever. I don't know what he really wanted. I was just there sitting, but yeah, not once did anybody say, "Hey, you guys good over there? Do you need help with anything? Let me know if you have any questions." And I understand, like, yeah, sometimes I just like want to be a gremlin in public and be in my head and like not have to do whatever I'm doing and it sucks and blah blah blah. And I just want to be left alone by the employees and, you know, bare minimum, whatever. But it is odd, very odd, when you go in somewhere and you're not even acknowledged. And especially in New York, oh my god, it just feels hostile. It's just like, oh fuck, I'm not somebody, and you don't give a fuck that I'm in here, and it's just weird. And then I'm like, first of all, I'm the only one in here. Don't you need me? I know this rent is crazy. So yeah, I get what this Gen Z stare is all about. And even at my job, like, I mean, and not always. I would actually, though, here's where I kind of counter argument. I would say it's not just Gen Z. It's a lot of fucking people. And maybe blame COVID. I've seen already people being like, it's COVID. But, like, I feel like, and I mean, I worked retail before COVID and after, so, but I can't say I'm, you know, I can't say it was like this before. I don't know. But yeah, people just like, it's like people walk in and their brains are off. What is it about somebody walking into an establishment and it's like Dum Dum City? Like they, it's just like, hello? Lights on, no one's home. Oh my god. And you're trying to say shit to them and they're blinking twice. Ooh, forgive me. God damn, I got cotton mouth. Hey, rookie mistake. I don't have any water near me, and I don't feel like getting up to get it. But anyways, yeah, and it's just like so bizarre. They're just nothing. It's just nothing. And then, oh god, kind of different subject, but god damn, do I hate mumblers. What? Speak up. I don't care if you're shy, grow up. You know what makes this situation worse? You mumbling and me asking, huh, 5 times over because I decided I was a child to blow my ears out because my music was never loud enough and I was trying to create a moment. So, yeah, you're going to have to say that one again. Because, girl, huh? But yeah, this Gen Z stare I do fear is real. I would say among Gen Zers, it's an epidemic. Everybody else, just a little tweak, a little work. And like, but I am just so nervous. First of all, I feel very self-conscious because I'm like, do I do that? But I'm like a normal, sane person. Like at my job, I mean, obviously every job, or should be, I thought, you know, the requirement is to greet people coming in. Well, that's just natural to me because also I know what it's like to be a customer and you walk in somewhere and you just like feel like you're not supposed to be there, or like, oh my god, just walking into galleries in New York, the people who are sitting at a desk, can you say hello? I'm just trying, say hello, because I need to know here now if I'm trespassing. I don't want to be looking at shit and then you're like, yo girl, you're not supposed to be here, you know? So it's just like, you want to feel like it's okay for you to be there. So why don't you just say hi to people? I say hi to people, and enough said, I guess. I just end of the line on that train of thought, but yeah, I just don't get it. It is very bizarre. So I'm just, like I said, very self-conscious to make sure I'm not doing that. But I don't think I am. I think if anything, when I am starting to get like that, I'm very overstimulated. And I like, I'm a late processor. Like, I'm working on it. But, like in conversations, sometimes I have to like replay it back in my head again, especially if it was like a shitty one and that person was being like a dickhead. So I think I just, then I go and kind of like, zone out zone. But anyways, that's been a huge anxiety of mine this week. The other anxiety was I suffer from I think everybody hates me at every moment, and I work on that one in therapy. That's for sure. And and that anxiety and trying to be like, yo girl, they don't hate you. It's not that serious. But I just feel like I'm just so bad at small talk and getting to know people, and it's only been like lately. It's like plummeted. I don't know if I'm just like, I don't know what the issue is. I just feel like I can't talk to people. And it's just like a whole lot of, what the fuck did I just say? It's, like, I'm gonna, like, what is this girl on? That's, oh my God. And so over the weekend, I don't really drink anymore. Or I'm trying not to. I just don't really care for it. I'm trying to be like a one cocktail girl. That's it. And if you're a young person, like, fuck, 18, 20, I need you to know right now, you are not invincible. And it comes for us all. When all the old people, and I'm talking like millennials, like older millennials, when they start telling you, oh, I drank 5 days ago and that shit hurts, they're not lying. I am now truly experiencing the effects of what alcohol can do to you as you age. I know it's a microdose of it, but if this is the teaser, I don't want to drink. And so you feel invincible now. You're drinking cheap shit, mixing it with whatever sugary mixer, just living your life down in shots. It won't be like that for long. And I'm being serious with this one. It might become a problem. Could be. You're on, so that shit's serious. It's real. So anyways, I don't really drink, but over the weekend, got a little crazy. Thank God I didn't have a hangover, but I did drink like 3 drinks. So for a girl like me, that's enough. And next thing you know, I am just talking. And it is so almost probably trauma dump. And I do kind of like to trauma dump when I think it's going to make the situation funny. For me. Not quite everybody else, but for me, I think it's funny. But I think I just went a little too far with it, or I think I would start to tell a story not realizing there's some dark moments in my life connected to that. And now, and honestly, if you ask me now what I was talking about, I don't know. I just remember the vibes. But yeah, it was just, it's a little brutal. And then it was one of those nights where it's just like nothing's really working out the way y'all want it to. Vibes are weird. Oh my God, they aren't lying to you about normies infecting New York. I mean, fuck me. Oh my God, what are you people doing here? Where did you come from? I know where I came from, okay? But where did you come from? Because I think one of us fits into the scene, and it's not you. And yet, why are you here? And now I feel like I shouldn't be here. What? It's a shame. It's a shame. And we weren't in Bushwick. Ugh, how painful is that one? Ugh, Bushwick. So anyways, though, so it was just, the night just didn't really pan out. And so I also work hard to not feel the need to fill the silence and be comfortable in it. And I was very uncomfortable with it at the other night. It was just the moment of silence, like, boom, I'm talking again. And it just, wake up the next morning like, God damn. Painful. But hey, This is why the podcast is called what it's called, and this is Motormouth, because not new to it, true to it. Lifetime struggle, baby. But there truly is an art to shutting the fuck up. I'll tell you what. I think a lot more people need to. Not me, though. Hey, that's why we're here. So anyways, I would say those have been my kind of latest anxieties. I have a little note because I'm so forgetful. I'm so forgetful. So I want to make sure I'm, I don't know, not leaving shit out. Oh, let's talk about it. So what's pissing me off lately? This one thing about me, I always have a grievance. Always got shit I'm annoyed with. I feel like I honestly need to be walking around with a soapbox. So at least when I start going on my little rants and rambles, I got a box for it, a little stage, just to sweeten the deal, make it appropriate. Anyways, what's pissing me off? Well, it's summer, so I'm seeing a lot of dogs out, and I'm talking toes. And it pisses me off. It does. Yeah, corny, tired, played out. I get it. I'm that person who hates feet, though. It's true. I hate it. I hate to see them. Hate to see my own. Oh my god. Almost bought a pair of sandals myself today. Platform. We'll get to that. But I just hate to see my toes, and I hate to see yours. Unless you got a pedicure, then hey, baby, beautiful toes. Glad to see them. In a way, but I appreciate the work and the effort. Everybody else, men. Oh my god, if you were a man, I better never see your toes. You know how to ruin my day? Seeing a man's toes. And we're in this fucking city where it is gross as shit. And you are wearing flip-flops? Flat sandals? Are you insane? If your toes are out, there better be inches between them and the ground. Not mere centimeters. Millimeters. Are you kidding me? I wore open-toed shoes on the street once in my almost year of living here. And I got some fucking shit in my... and I was wearing socks. I got stabbed with God knows what. There's something not right. Truly baffling and insane about you motherfuckers having your dogs out on these streets. You're crazy. How? It's actually, it's equivalent to ICE to work for someone, sorry girl, who would wear like what are they called? Birkenstocks, things like that, open-toed to cut people's hair. It's like that to when I see people in New York with fucking flip-flops on. Like, are you real? What? Anyway, so that shit pisses me off. And I will never have my bare feet on these streets unless I am making godly money. Godly. But no reason outside of that. Speaking of which, today it rained biblically. And of course, these old ladies can't get out of my goddamn store and we're trying to close up. Which I gave them some slack because it was raining very hard. I understand. And one of the ladies who I provided a garbage bag for to leave, she was kooky. Hey, beautiful 70-something-year-old. Beautiful. Oh my God. But kooky. So, you know, there's always a trade-off. And so I gave her a trash bag to put over her head and body to walk through the downpour. And before she she walks back in. And I mean, it's like 5 after close. We got shit to do. We got to be out of here. But she doesn't want to ruin her good summer shoes, which They looked like orthopedic Crocs. I won't lie to you. They looked of a rubber plastic substance that is like, I think I think you can walk in the rain with those on. But she took them off and she walked out in the rain. That is disgusting. Oh my god. What? Ugh. So anyways, kind of pissed me off. And just kind of, she was nice, but hey, she just overstayed her welcome. I'll tell you that. Oh, so yeah. But I do like living in New York. I will say that. I 100% really do love living here. It, I definitely at first felt like I was like living. Well, I moved in with my boyfriend, so when I first moved here, and every street looks like a fucking set in a movie, I did feel like I was living in a dream for like multiple reasons. But yeah, I swore up and down I was never gonna live here. I am originally from Atlanta, Georgia, if that wasn't obvious, and I got a lot of hometown pride. She is my forever home. I will hear nothing bad about her because there's nothing bad to say. Okay. Well, I will say, my friend and I were talking about this the other day. Atlanta would literally be a utopia if it was walkable and we had better public transportation. Bless Marta. Glad she exists. She could be a whole lot better. And I know that's because of the fucking suburbs, so fuck you guys. Stop voting no. Oh my god, just because of trains, a system, transportation opens up, expands out to the burbs, doesn't mean crime's gonna go up, you dumb fucks. So anyways, yeah, love her. We'll be back one day because majority of my friends and my whole family lives there. But yeah, I grew up in the burbs, and then my parents divorced, and then we moved to Decatur. Went to school there. Yeah, became a city girl after that. I love East Atlanta. Love her. That's my girl. That's, what the fuck am I? Oh, and yeah, I went to college there, and I graduated, and this was like 2 years into the pandemic, and what I went to school for, which was film, realized I didn't even want to do, because, well, that's conversation for another day. But I thought all I've been wanting to do is get out of here. I've been wanting to get out of here for so long, and mainly reason why I never did is didn't have the money, didn't have the test scores to get me into college where I could, or I didn't know how to navigate any of the college stuff. I never took like an SAT class, and I took that goddamn test like 3 times and didn't do well. And there was reasons. It was spaced out. I wasn't that crazy. It was just trying to get into dual enrollment. But that's, again, detour. But yeah, I didn't have the test scores. I felt like college applications were on me, and the cost of those, which is insane that they cost money, but the cost of those also felt like it was on me. So I just applied to the one school I knew I was going to get into. $50 application fee, that's all I paid, and that's where I went. And yeah, but I graduated just for the first time not really having a plan, but kind of excited about that. And then I had fortunately I had 2 jobs in 2020, and I worked 6 days a week doing 50 hours, and my parents, fortunately, lucky for me, paid for my rent in college. So I saved up like hell, and yeah, when I graduated, I had money to spend. I was able to leave. And one of my best friends said she was thinking about grad school, and I said, you need a roommate. And then next thing you know, it wasn't two of us, it was four of us, and we're all four of us are moving to Boston. And everybody's like, girl, why, how? Well, because that's where my friend was looking at grad school. And I just thought, fuck it, yeah, let's get out of here. And yeah, yeah, Boston was its own story for another day, another time. But I lived there for 2 years, and then I said, it's time to wrap this shit up. And my boyfriend was like, hey, I'm not moving to Boston, because he was still in Atlanta. And I was like, yo, girl, that's real. And I really saw New York for him. And getting the taste of a city like Boston, kind of more city-ish. But, well, really it was when I would dog sit near Back Bay. And just being able to like walk to the movies and different neighborhoods and food, like just being able to walk, I was just like, I want more of this. And, you know, where I was living in Boston, which was Dorchester, you know, you still need a car. So, but I was ready to just like not have a car and walk where I wanted to go. And I just thought, I don't know why I thought in Boston I would just kind of figure things out, but I didn't. And so then I said, well, let's go to one of the fucking biggest cities in the world where I can just be exposed to so much and easily. And like, I don't know, it's just another challenge. And I felt kind of excited for the first time in my life to like conquer this city and fucking make this bitch mine. And I think living in Boston, I learned a lot about myself. But I needed to be pushed further to really get to where I want to be. And so that was another reason to move to this city. And I also just really saw this city for my boyfriend. I felt like he would really fit in here. And he loved the idea of us moving here. And I mean, fuck, if you know, you know. New York to Atlanta, Atlanta to New York gets a motherfucking pipeline, which lately has a detour to Richmond. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot about New York that parallels Atlanta. And I mean, Boston was good for the fact that it was so polar opposite for, I'm sure, all the reasons you're thinking. And another thing we can get into another day, but New York had that, it has this piece that I'm missing. Not quite, but close enough. And yeah, I just wanted to be somewhere exciting, somewhere you can guarantee that was exciting. And, you know, this fucking city has great branding, you know, so I finally fell for the charm. I think, you know, first time I went up here, I was 15, and for the sole purpose of, I thought I was going to fucking apply to NYU, which, I mean, I looked at that application, I said, there's no fucking way they're going to accept me. And I think the application was like $75, and I was like, I'm not wasting $75 to be told no. So, but yeah, my mom took me up here because I think 15, I was talking about NYU or moving here and, you know, still thinking I was going to do film. And so my mom took us up here, and I came home being like, fuck that. No, I'm not doing all that. But outside of Midtown, you know, I really love being here. And I'm, oh my God, did we get stupid lucky with our apartment? I mean, so lucky. Very affordable by New York standards. I mean, it's fucking half my paycheck every month, but we're in Manhattan. That's fucking fire. And yeah, I'm just enjoying living here, and I'm glad too that I can still. I recommend for anybody insecure about aging, work with people like a decade older than you. Oh my God, you'll feel young as hell. And also be constantly reminded of that. And so I know I'm young, and there's plenty of examples and inspirations of people who like figured it out late in life, or, you know, I know it's normal. I know it's real. It just sucks that it doesn't feel that way. So it's exciting to be like somewhere in New York where you can be young for a long time, you know? Like my friend mentioned how she just nannied for a couple who were like 32, I think, and they just got married like a year or so ago. And they said by New York standards, to be married this young, we were like child brides. So I do really love that about this city. I think the one thing, as fun listless as it is, and so easy to get lost in just the day to day, and boom, time passes. But yeah, I'm just, when people ask me like, what do you do? I don't know if I already said this, but whatever. To reiterate, maybe I want to say something more. The person I know I am, the person I think I am in my head, like that's. But I don't have any evidence for that person. So, that's why, again, we're sitting right here, chit-chatting, shooting shit. But yeah, let's see. I was kind of crazy spiel, but yeah, kind of being hit with that year mark, I was like, God, I got to get my shit in order, Like, I want something to show for it. And I think in Boston, I got 2 years, and what I have to show for is who I am right now, and somebody I'm very proud of. And through lots of years did I work to be. But yeah, I'm ready for something more physical, I guess. Something that feels, like I'm looking for a fucking purpose. That's what I'm saying here. It's to summarize and put it plainly. And just to be proud of myself. I'm looking for pride now, I think. And to point at something and be like, all of this is so that I can do that and make that, and I'm proud of that. It's heavy. Oh, anyways, but yeah, I just yeah, that's just fucking where I am. But you know what? I think we're getting to a good place where we can wrap this little one up. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Hope I said something you could connect to. I think I joked, obviously, hopefully you caught that, about saying I was the voice of this generation. I was unfortunately quoting girls. But I do think what I've always felt very strong about and always very proud of is, when it comes to my art, is just voicing my thoughts and trying to connect. And I've done that mainly through writing. So trying to do that through podcasting is a little different for me, because I always think I say it better and put it better with my written words, whether excuse me, God no, than spoken. Obviously, because if you're even able to follow along, my spoken word is a little all over. But yeah, I think putting things in a way, in a way that makes people relate and connect to and feel strongly about, and I feel strongly about, because I'm voicing things that are very true to me. Yeah, just I don't know, I love that. And yeah, the authenticity of it all, really. And so yeah, I another reason why I once again saying I'm sitting in front of you, but yeah, I think there's this there's this like fallacy, or maybe fallacy is not the word. Anxiety probably is really what I want to say, that it's already been said. I feel intensely, oh my God, sorry, I'm stuttering, I cannot find the words I'm looking for, but girl, take a breath, think. Okay, sorry for the cut, but goddamn, did I lose my train of thought. I have it now. I do feel anxiety that what I make and say and do will never be an original thought. And I'm trying to become more comfortable with that, because, I'll read excerpts, quotes that people post, that like Sylvia Plath said or James Baldwin, and it's just timeless in a way, and comforting to know that somebody decades before you felt the same way, voiced the same emotion, and in a way it's like, oh, again, it kind of feeding back into the, oh, it's already been said, but it's again comforting. It's like maybe this is just the human condition, unfortunately, and I don't think it's not important for me to just keep reiterating it, finding other ways to say it, because maybe the way I said it and the words I chose or the way I expressed it is going to connect to somebody more than whoever beat me to it. And also, what if they've never heard this before? What if I'm the first person to voice this feeling and give somebody else comfort that, like, okay, this is real and this isn't a new phenomenon. So, yeah. And on that note, I'm Mrs. Motormouth. Thanks for listening. God help you if you followed along at all. And see you in the next episode. Or meet you, listen to me, hear me next time around. All right. Bye.